Hey, welcome to the Virtually Speaking podcast, day one at VMware Explorer 2025. John, wait, you're not John. Who are you?
I'm Dave.
Hey, Dave. David Lithicum, welcome to the Virtually Speaking podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. We're excited to hang out with you this week.
This is my fourth Explorer, and they get better every time. And new innovative stuff with the people here, trying to make this technology work for enterprises, trying to solve the hard problems. That's why we're here.
Absolutely, and I want to get into that a little bit, but yeah, so it's day one. John's doing some sessions. We're going to be around all week with various people, talking to subject matter experts, execs. We're going to be covering a lot of the announcements that are going to be happening this week at Explore. I'm very excited about being in. I'm excited about doing it with you, but tell me a little bit about what you've been doing lately. You're an independent analyst. You're a subject matter expert in the area. I've read your book. I go on your YouTube page all the time. Shameless plug on that. It's Cloud Computing Insider at YouTube. So if you haven't been there, by all means, go there and subscribe. It is a great channel. There's a lot of great information. One of the things I like about you is you definitely are a very authentic and you're not afraid to say what it is, man. I really like that about your channel.
Yeah, what I say is dare to be fired. Call balls and strikes, and just I've done the spin marketing hype stuff before. It just doesn't feel good. So I stopped doing it several years ago. I just tell everybody what's on my mind. Hopefully that gets to the right answer. I tell them what the probability is that this technology is going to work, what works, what doesn't, not necessarily overly make it positive or more overly make it negative, and trying to figure out where to guide a path through this technology channel right now. And most enterprises out there are really just trying to figure it out. Certainly with AI, they're trying to ultimately figure out where should the bets be made.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the first things I saw about you. I read your book, and because obviously I study a lot of private cloud in general, but certainly the move towards private cloud, and we are going to be doing a session tomorrow, private cloud repatriation, back to the future. And so tell me a little bit about that. I know you've written about that subject in general, but what's the high level of that for folks that haven't heard about that?
Well, number one, check out my ebook that I wrote for VMware Broadcom, and it's out there now and has some really great information. Here's what's going on. The fact of the matter is the public cloud is typically not going to be right for all of the workloads out there. People say, how dare you push back against the public cloud providers? They were never going to be good at everything, and so they're only good at a fraction of the workloads that are out there. And many of the organizations who push their workloads and push their data sets into the public cloud realize it turned out to be a very expensive experiment. And now they're doing repatriation, put it back on private clouds like the ones Broadcom VMware is selling. And ultimately, that's where the market's going. And it's going there because we're trying to get some sort of an optimized platform that's going to be useful, for these various enterprises as they move their stuff forward. They can't scale, they can't afford the platforms in the public cloud providers to leverage their AI stacks. And so we're overwhelmingly seeing on-prem based alternatives, such as VCF and things like that are really kind of be better off of those workloads, the ability to provide private AI clouds. All of those things are going to be more economical, more optimized, viable options for the enterprises.
So yeah, it's not for everybody, absolutely. The public cloud is not for everybody, but what are some of the key factors you think that are really driving people that have initially made that investment into public cloud and thought, oh, wait a minute, this is not hitting all the things that I thought it would?
Basically not using a lot of the innovations that they're paying for out in the public cloud provider. So they have a lot of stuff that AWS, Microsoft, and Google and the other public cloud providers are putting out that are really kind of innovative, very, very good innovative stuff, very valuable stuff, but the enterprises aren't using them, but they're paying for them. So ultimately, they're just looking for basic storage, basic GPU services, basic inference services, basic AI training services, things like that. And the public cloud is just going to be way too expensive, up to 3 to 4 times that of the on-prem based alternatives, and we're seeing that over and over again. So right now, the enterprises are looking at the pragmatic economics of making this stuff work, how they're going to drive their AI strategy forward at least 10 years. They're looking at the public cloud options, just way too expensive, and way too much overhead, way too much, almost like overthinking has gone into the platform, where they're just trying to run their stuff and make it run efficiently in a scalable way, and the on-prem alternatives are going to be the best place for those.
Absolutely, and that is a conversation we'll be having on Tuesday this week in our session, Back to the Future, Private Cloud Repatriation. So if you're here, by all means, come check out that session. If you're not, you can download it on demand after the conference. But Dave, I'm excited to be podcasting with you this week. I'm really glad you decided to join us this week, and I hope you enjoy VMware Explorer 2025.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm learning a lot.
All right.